Jeremiah, in Hebrew. It may refer to the fact that Jeremiah was one of the few individuals mentioned in the Bible as being set apart by God before his birth for a special mission and purposes. He was born in the city of Anatot, about 5 kilometers northeast of Jerusalem. His father, Quis, was one of the priests in Anatot, in the land of Benjamin, and was part of the southern kingdom of Judah. Welcome to the Grand Narrator Channel, where narrate stories not only religious, but also historical and scientific. In today's exploration, we journey into the life of the remarkable prophet Jeremiah. His story is not just a historical account, but a source of inspiration, guidance, and reflection for our lives today. Join us as we unfold the layers of Jeremiah's life, his prophecies, and the enduring messages that resonate across generations. Despite being called by God to serve as a prophet, Jeremiah never ceased to be a priest and intercede, literally weeping for the people. Because of this, he is considered the weeping prophet. So, today's video we will talk about the prophet's history. Jeremiah's ministry began in the 13th year of King Josiah and continued during the last 5 kings of Judah in a period of about 40 years. When he died, Jeremiah bitterly lamented him. After Josiah, 4 unjust kings ruled: Jehoash, Jehoiakim, and finally Zedekiah, who were on the throne when the Babylonian forces destroyed Jerusalem and burned a temple. The book of Jeremiah is the longest of the prophetic books. To give you an idea, if you combine the 12 minor prophet books, it is only a third of Jeremiah. Jeremiah's life: Jeremiah lived in the last days of the southern kingdom of Judah. He consistently warned of an imminent disaster caused by the nation's neglect of true religion, its return to pagan practices, and its social injustice. Because of his terrible predictions against Judah, Jeremiah was continually subjected to persecution, ridicule, and hostility from kings and rulers. He was thrown into a pit full of mud or sewage. Jeremiah was not the only prophet of his time. As Habakkuk and Zephaniah were among his contemporaries, he also overlapped with the time of Ezekiel, who was in captivity in Babylon. It is impressive that the substance of the messages proclaimed by Jeremiah and Ezekiel was similar, despite one prophesying in Palestine and the other in Babylon. This historical background of Jeremiah: during Jeremiah's ministry in 612 BC, Syria was defeated by Babylon, which became the dominant military power. Nebuchadnezzar's army partially destroyed Jerusalem in 604 BC and took creative people to Babylon. In the first part of the 3 main removals, 586 BC, when Jerusalem was burned and destroyed. During these invasions, Jeremiah was duly protected and received freedom and provisions from the invading army captain. Later, Jeremiah was taken against his will, along with his secretary Baruch and the daughters of King Zedekiah. They escaped and returned to the land of Judah. His final fate is not clearly recorded in the Bible. Jeremiah's message: Jeremiah was appointed as the prophet to the nations and to all the kingdoms of the world. He was specially sent to help Israel. Although much of his message was directed at the people of Judah, he was also instructed to prophesy to the nation of Israel. This has special significance, as the 10 northern tribes of Israel were punished and captured in 722 BC, about 100 years before Jeremiah began his ministry. Why is this fact significant? It is illogical to imagine that his prophecies refer to ancient Israel before the captivity of Israel in 722 BC. This would be like predicting the First or Second World War long after they had passed. For example, passages in Jeremiah clearly refer to the period before Christ's return at the end of this current